Yeah, so they've now officially released, or well, revealed this card. But we've seen this for a long time. I actually saw this card before I saw the Japanese version. So I don't know what happened. It got stolen apparently from a Wizards of the Coast employee. Apparently, they sold it. Sorry, Wizards of the Coast? I keep saying that. A Pokemon employee sold this to someone, and someone got it, somehow got their hands on it. If you want to go watch a video on it, go and watch this guy's channel here. It's called Rattle. He does like a 3-part series. Each episode's like 30 minutes long, so very, very in-depth. Go and check this out because there's a big story behind it. Because these cards got revealed before Shining Star V, Shining Fates even got revealed, the Amazing Rares got revealed, but everyone was very quiet about it because I think Nintendo obviously would have been Pokemon were throwing out lawsuits because rightly so you can't sell, promote or speak about a card that hasn't even been revealed yet, and that's why obviously we'll speak about it now in the podcast because right here, as you can see, it has been officially revealed.
Hurts me a little bit because. In my head, all I can think of is how have they mounted that card because that's no longer going to be like mint. And I know it's Pokemon, and I know they could just print another one, but there is part of it that goes, they've damaged that card.
Yeah,
they just banged it in. Yeah, there you go. There's your card.
What I like about this is it looks like it's actually keeping the Shining Star V texture. That's what I was worried about that. I've opened
like glitter.
Yeah, in Shining Star V it was very nice, but I was worrying. Because as you know, Hidden Fates is not the same as the Shiny GX. It's a bit different. But anyway, so the story goes is that someone got their hands on this, and then a Pokemon employee was selling it to someone, and they were asking. We watch this video because it's really good. And they were saying like, "Oh, make sure you don't sell it." And he was like, "Yeah, of course I won't sell it. Of course I'm not gonna." He said, "If I sell it to you, make sure you don't go and post it on like social media." And then the guy was like, "Yeah, I promise I won't." I was like, "I promise I won't do that." And then obviously he literally got the card, and the first thing he does,
why?
Twitter, Reddit,
why else would he have it?
Yeah, that's what this guy says in the video. Rattle says that. He says, "Why else would someone buy the Charizard that is going to come out? We know it's coming out next year. That you can probably get for a much cheaper price at the time. It's going to be expensive, but much cheaper price. You pack it yourself. The only reason you need it early when no one's heard about it is to share it, right?
It's to show it off, to get followers, to get likes."
Clout.
Obviously, like why would he only show it when everyone else has got it? Then it's not rare.
Yeah,
silly.
It is crazy.
I love how these deals go down on Instagram, like dirty underground Instagram. Like I
was expecting like the dark web or something, not just Instagram.
Hey mate, I got Charizard.
He goes really in detail with it. He goes in detail of the whole story.
This is crazy. It's like FBI level, man.
Yeah,
but
so is this guy involved in it somehow?
No, he's just reviewing it. I think he's just reviewing it. He's not involved. He's just talking about the story of it. Of what happened with it.
What's crazy for me is I kind of wouldn't dare fight the Pokemon company. I wouldn't try and annoy them or anything because, like, Nintendo and Pokemon have shown themselves to not care about coming after people for lawsuits and stuff. So I'm like, that guy at the Pokemon company's probably lost his job, right? Surely.
Surely, if they know who it is.
And then
a little bit of a different video today.
And then this.
Yeah, this right here is the crazy part. So obviously, graded Gemon, you got a lot of experience in graded cards. This right here, CGC or a company, they graded this. So they've now submit this card, and this guy's graded the card with CGC, and they've graded it, which is like one thing, right? I imagine, say if you sent this to PSA, right? You could fathom that they would get it through, input it, blah blah blah, and they'd put it in right as a maybe like a Hidden Fates card, or they don't know what they're doing because they don't know what it is. I don't think they would, or I don't think CGC should have, or anyone should have put this on where they literally put unnamed Sword and Shield 4.5 set, inadvertent early release. Yeah, inadvertent early release. It's like they're
stolen early release.
Yeah, like it's been stolen or it's been sold like unlawfully.
See,
or like
if they pleaded ignorance and they put the card and the set name,
even if they wrote
they could have
pre-release.
You
know what I mean? If they just wrote Sword and Shield 4.5 SV107 pre-release.
Yeah, but it's build. CGC obviously moment in building their brand. They've got a big
I think that's what it is.
in PSA. And by getting
move to go against Pokemon.
Yeah, but maybe they just feel like, well, what are Pokemon going to do? Like, realistically, once they've gotten the likes and the followers and stuff, they can just plead ignorance at that point.
And again, it gets people talking about it. It gets us talking about it on here. Yeah. So they might think, look at the pros and cons. We want to get our name out there, so let's go for that. But I think it's crazy. I think also they should have given it a better grade, man. It would have been a way better story if this got a better grade.
Corners 7.5. Like.
Yeah. But nah, it is what it is.
I'll be honest. I think the thing I don't like about CGC is that they don't really give 10s out. Like as a personal collector, I love the number 10. Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that. I don't want to collect 9.5s. Who wants to collect nearly there? Like, who wants that? Personal opinion, of course. So I think they missed the trick when they launched. I think they really could have. I think they could have had a better chance against PSA if they had more of a special gem mint thing. You know, it's a brand new card and it got nearly.
I don't
8.
like subgrades.
No,
So they do have the perfect 10, right? If you get 10 in subcategories, and I agree. I think that having the subgrades on the front of the card, I don't mind if I had like a document. I think PSA could do well with giving you a document of their subgrades, but not on the card or on the back.
I know back of the label. Look,
back on the label is good. I know CGC you can request to have it without, but then it just looks like an empty space where the pre-grade should have been. It's like I'm suspicious then if I'm buying and I know they usually put a pre-grade on, a subgrade on, and now they're not putting a subgrade on. I'm like, why is there no subgrade? Like, what's wrong with it? But yeah, I think they're just trying to be different, right?
BGS,
trying to be new.
So we obviously BGS, they were trying to move over before all this craziness happened to a single tier grade. And I'll keep where that source has come from. Very normal, but that's what their plan was, wasn't it? Their plan was to move towards getting away from the subgrades because they recognise that collectors want straight numbers. You know, you can't collect, let's say, on this an 8 with a 9.5 centre in, 9 surface, 7.5 corners, 9 edges as a set.
I think it's very different.
Yeah, you're right. Imagine
sports cards.
You can't have that as a set.
Yeah. I think it's very different if you're going after sports cards or only the most expensive cards. So, for example, when you're talking to Charizard and stuff, perfect 10s. I think that's the only time subgrades make any sense. Anything less value or not a perfect 10, what's the point?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I only collect 9.5, 9, 7.5, 9s. Anything less or more, don't do it. You're right. And I think that the reason they do it, in fairness to CGC and BGS, the reason they do it is to show you that in the past, PSA sometimes you get a weird grade, right? You get a grade, you think, what, this is just wrong, or why are they giving this a 10? It shouldn't be a 10. Why are they giving it a 9? It shouldn't be a 9. They're trying to be more strict with their grades and be more transparent with what they're doing. But like you say, at the end of the day, people want the 10. And even at a stage now, people want the 9. Like this card right here is a PSA 8, right? But look at the subgrades. You've got 9.5, 9, 7.5, and 9. The 7.5 is clearly dragging that card down there. If this card was just an 8,
heavily weighted.
If this card was just an 8, you'd be like, okay, it's an 8. If it was a 9, it'd just be a 9. But because you're seeing the corner of the 7.5, even though it does give you a better depiction of the card, you're kind of like, I don't want to touch that, you know. And it's nothing to do with the actual.
What's so wrong with the corners? Why are they so bad?
Yeah, so you want to see pictures and you want to see everything else. So I think I think fair play and credit to them for trying to be more transparent and like you say, show the rest of the card and what the defects are. Because as we know, not everyone shows pictures of the PSA cards. But end of the day, like you say, that PSA 10 is a threshold now, isn't it? That PSA 10 is, you know.
Yeah, sorry, we are a little bit biased, obviously.
Of course,
obviously,
of
PSA
course.
dealer. So that's just going to and you know, from a personal point of view, my whole collection's in PSA. So therefore, that's the company that my preference would be, even if we weren't graded gem.
Yeah.
Well, it was before you were.
I think overall, in general, PSA do need to be pushed. There's no doubt about that. And I like to see different companies doing different things. And then maybe if those things work well, PSA could take them under their wing. But it's just, I don't know why they've graded this card for the hype, for the marketing. And realistically, if you're a legitimate, looking to be a genuine, legitimate company, you probably wouldn't have done that.
You don't grade stolen items.
No,
no. If someone sent in stolen cards to us and then we graded them and then returned them to the person who submitted them and we knew they were stolen, you would question ourselves. There you go. So that would probably be a good discussion.
Think about it like auction houses. Auction houses will not touch like expensive items if they haven't got a proper like certificate of authenticity or like a proper reason why you have. Like if I just walk up with the black pearl or like being pulled on me from the actual set of things, they'll be like, "How have you got that then?"
Yeah.
They're not just going to go, "I'll sell it."
That was a really weird place to go. I just want to put that out there. Like we're talking about collectibles, and then for some reason, Tom is holding the full scale black pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, but in my head, I was thinking like film memorabilia and stuff like that. That's always expensive. Or like the original Superman Christopher Reeve
I've just got the black pearl here. Is anyone interested?
Yeah, I couldn't think of anything from films. Okay, or like the original Iron Man suit that Robert Downey Jr. wore in Iron Man 1. Like they'll be like, "Well, have you got it?"
Yeah.
They won't just sell it. Like nobody would just sell it.
No, absolutely, and that's the thing. If at the end of the day, this card was known to have been stolen,
especially if you got a ship.
Therefore, So therefore, maybe it wasn't the best decision.
I imagine
I can see why.
Yeah, maybe they didn't notice. They might not have known it was stolen, but they certainly didn't know that it was inadvertent early release. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I mean, interesting. And the card's going to come out soon. I mean, that's the thing as well. It's coming out very soon, man. Just wait.